The second side effect to following Jesus is you will have prolonged feelings of loss, followed by the eventual satisfaction of being blessed by God. In Mark chapter 14, Jesus is in the garden, amen. And while he's in that garden, he knows that he's going to be offered up. And while he knows he's going to be offered up, he's having to deal with the first time in his life he's going to be separated spiritually from his Father. See, many people, when they focus on Jesus in the Garden of Gethsemane, they focus on the cross that's coming and the physicality of it. They focus on the pain that Jesus is going to go through. And a lot of times when people focus on Jesus and the cross, they focus on the whips and the thorns and all this other stuff. But you got to realize that Jesus is like us, where he was a man and walked the earth like us and had temptations like us, but he is unlike us because Jesus always walked in accordance with his Father's will. He was always in relationship with his Father in heaven. He was always spiritually connected to heaven. So Jesus in the garden, he has distress because for the first time in his life, he's going to be disconnected to the source of heaven, that he is going to go dark. And as he goes dark and as he goes through this pain of being separated from his Father, which he loves, he is going to feel totally abandoned for a season. See, there will be seasons if you follow the Lord where you will feel totally alone, where you will have prolonged feelings of loss. A lot of times Christians, excuse the street vernacular, but sometimes Christians be lying to folk when they say that walking with the Lord, you're always going to be feeling great and you're always going to be feeling wonderful. I say lie, 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 lie. For we will go, and that feeling of loss or that feeling of loneliness will be followed up by an exaltation or a feeling of blessing. Because yes, you will have to walk through the dark valleys of life, but God will always bring you back to the mountaintop. He's not going to ever leave you in the valley. God is always going to lift you up. My little girl sings a song and it says, there's no need to worry what the night is going to bring, because it'll be all over in the morning. Amen. I wish I could sing it for you, but that's not my gift. Amen. There's no need to worry what the night is going to bring, because with the Lord, it's going to be over in the morning. But we have to tell you, I'm talking about the side effects of, if Jesus is a drug, what are some of the side effects of following Jesus? And one of the side effects of following Jesus is you will go through valleys of loneliness and loss. But if you stay faithful, you will reach the mountaintop with the Lord. But you got to stay faithful. You got to stay faithful, because you know what's ironic is when you are not faithful, you will stay in the valley even longer. I don't know how many of y'all have ever seen that movie Groundhog Day with Bill Murray, but he had to stay in that day until he learned the lesson. And sometimes God will keep us in the valley of loneliness until he will keep us in the valley of feeling lost until we learn the lesson and we can experience the mountaintop. Side effect of following Jesus is like an IRA or mutual fund. You will have a legacy that is rich and eternal. However, oftentimes it will be untouchable until God says it's time. I want to read to you Matthew chapter 13, verses 44 through 46. Again, the kingdom of heaven is like unto a treasure hid in a field, the which when a man hath found, he hideth, and for joy thereof goeth and selleth all that he hath, and buyeth that field. Again, the kingdom of heaven is like unto a merchant man, seeking goodly pearls, who, when he had found one pearl of great price, went and sold all that he had and bought it. I can tell you right now, my wife and I, we got an IRA. Amen. And we cannot touch that IRA until it's the time. I think the time that America sets is age 55. Amen. We cannot touch that. If we touch that IRA before time, we're going to face incredible penalties. Incredible penalties if we touch that IRA too soon. But we have faith in, well, just, this is an analogy or an allegory. I don't have a whole lot of faith nowadays in our economic system, but, stick with a brother. Amen. This is an analogy. This is an allegory. We have faith that if you keep putting money in the IRA and you keep putting it away, that in time, at age 55, you can cash it in. Well, the same is true regarding Jesus. Right now, see, me and Kim, we cannot cash in all that money that's in the IRA. We can't use it right now. We can't touch it right now. We gotta wait until it's time. Amen. And we're hoping that the world economic system ain't gonna crash, that IRA will be there for us at age 55. Now, I don't have a whole lot of faith in the world economic system, but I got a whole lot of faith in Jesus. And let me tell you this, I have been putting deposits into my spiritual IRA since 1996. Amen. I have run into people that I have touched their lives and I didn't even remember who they were when I first meet them now, but God has allowed me to touch their lives, and then I've run into the children of people that I have touched their lives because I put away into my spiritual IRA. And my spiritual IRA, see, here's the thing about your spiritual IRA and your physical legacy is if you focus on your physical legacy, it will take away from your spiritual legacy. Because that's the way God is. You got to make a choice. What is the motives of your heart? What are you investing in? Are you investing in faith, love, hope? Are you investing in money, houses, cars? Where is your hope? What are you investing in? I put a lot into my spiritual IRA. Amen. And you have to ask yourself, man, see, there's side effects to following Jesus. And one of the side effects is as you invest so much in your spiritual IRA, yes, it will take away from your physical legacy. Because Jesus, the way he's designed things is, see, you can be a pastor, you have to, sometimes pastors got to make a choice. Are you going to have a big steeple or are you going to go and save souls? Amen. Because sometimes, you make certain, what's the right word? You compromise yourself. And when you compromise yourself, it hurts your ability to make a spiritual impact because you have compromised yourself for the sake of physical legacy. And sometimes we got to make a choice. Where is our spiritual bank account, or where is our bank account? What is our investment? Where is our treasure? What are we investing in? What are we believing in? There's side effects to following Jesus. And one of those side effects is that when you invest in the spirit, I hate to tell you, sometimes, many times, oftentimes, you will lose in the physical. But it's a choice. And it's a choice that you have to make. Every person has to make that choice. Do I just want to be a filthy rich person, or do I want to leave an eternal legacy? I mean, even secular people, I believe some secular people figured this out, because look at Bill Gates. Bill Gates has made a determination, what if I die with billions of dollars? I want to do more than that. Now, Bill Gates, I believe, needs to find Jesus where he can make an eternal legacy. But at least Bill Gates is kind of stumbling upon, and he's almost finding some truth. Because even Bill Gates has discovered just dying with of a bunch of money in the bank account ain't what it's supposed to be about. Who am I touching? Who am I reaching? What kind of difference am I making? And I think it's weird that a secular brother like Bill Gates can kind of somewhat figure that out, but church folk don't figure that out. They don't understand that, and they don't understand when that side effect hits them. They go and they say, Lord, why is this happening to me? And Jesus already forecasted ahead of time that there is a side effect from following him. Is you got to make a determination what you're going to purchase with your life. Are you going to purchase a field in heaven, or a mansion on this earth that is perishing day by day? You got a choice to make.